Welcome to Bene, Narras, where we discuss all things Latin, writing, and books.
I'm Rachel Conning, and I live on a mountain.
I am Arianne Belzer-Carroll, and I don't live on a mountain, but I am enjoying the deluge of rain today. Is it not raining where you are?
Not currently, but there's always a chance of afternoon thunderstorms, pretty much always in the summer.
Is it raining books where you are?
It is not raining books, and if it did, I think we would need more than like pillows on our heads to get through it, much like Vesuvius.
Fair enough. Are you reading anything?
Yeah. I am reading Would Like to Meet, which is hysterical, and it has lots of really great details and dialogues, and it's like really snort-worthy funny, even though it's like light and fluffy and cute. And to counter that, I also started reading the Mostellaria, which is a challenging read for me, but I'm enjoying it all the same. So I'm reading 2 books right now. What about you?
I am rereading The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, which is heartrending. I think in its simplicity more than anything else. What I love about it is how thoroughly the author has captured the voice of his character. It makes me feel like I really, really know who I'm talking to. And it also means it breaks my heart at certain points.
Hopefully we are not breaking any hearts today, but we do have a story today. What is our story?
We do. It's always very smooth. Our story is how do we use idioms in our writing to give depth and color to both characters and to the writing itself. And specifically, what are 5 of our favorite conversational idioms that we can use? One of the big problems for Latin teachers and Latin speakers is that we so rarely learn idioms as we're learning Latin. So this is a particularly tough area for a lot of us. But idiom is really important. It makes it feel realistic. It makes it feel actually conversational, and it improves, our language. The dog agrees. So
it's true.
Here
does.
Here are 5 that we have found particularly usable.
So since the title of our show is Bene Narras, let's start with Bene Narras.
Obviously. So Bene Narras sounds like it means cool story, bro. It's also possible that we've given that impression by titling our web series that. But actually it means something like, yo, that's good news. I'm so glad to hear that.
So if you had bad news, because there's unfortunately a lot of it right now, you could say male narras, and that would be a bad news story, even if the story were told well.
Right. I'm not commenting on your ability to tell the story. I'm telling you, oh, that sucks. That's terrible. Male narras. Nothing to do with the quality of the storytelling.
Ein?
Io. Also, that was very smooth. That was very well done.
I'm never smooth. I don't know how that's happened twice, but okay. So fans of Como Redicator will have heard this one a lot. It's a lot of fun to say. It's a lot of fun to use. Ein is like, you don't say? Really? To express surprise.
Yeah, it's short for Eisne. So for example, if you said, hey, I was born in a volcano and I have magical powers, I might be like, Ein?
And I'd say, Io, to confirm that it's true.
You can also say ein tu or ein vero if you're getting real funky. The dog has a lot of thoughts on this particular idiom. And this is Io. And this is a great word to use in dialogue, just like that.
Yeah, and then don't forget to throw in a magni momenti if you're talking about your magical powers, because that's probably pretty important.
Super good advice. You can use the word momenti, which is genitive, the noun is momentum, to talk about importance in general. So, for example, Rachel, how important to you are the roots of pine trees and their medicinal usages?
Alas, pine trees are many me momenti, mihi, even though I have a lot of pine trees. So now I need to ask, how important is it to you about the quality of rubber in your tires on your vehicle?
Well, the quality of vehicle tire rubber is literally summi momenti for me. There's nothing that's more important than that. Thank you for asking.
No problem. So We have minimi momenti, nullius momenti, magni momenti, maximi momenti. All of these genitive phrases are ways to talk about levels of importance. They can help give some depth to your character's opinions and beliefs, and it doesn't need indirect statement, which is kind of fun.
Super true. So the next one we have is Concilium capere. If you have taught Cambridge or some of the more recent novellas, this one is probably known to you.
But if you're like me, who learned out of Wheelock and taught out of Latin for Americans before untextbooking, if I learned this idiom, I had no recollection of it until I started editing and reading novellas. And then now I use it all the time because it's incredibly useful for moving a story forward, because it means to hatch a plan or to come up with an idea. And that's essential for moving a story forward.
It really is. And you can use Concilium to talk about ideas in general. Placet Concilium, bonum Concilium, Concilium capere.
And you like facme certiorem. Not gonna lie, never used this one, but it might be too swanky for me, I don't know. But I'd like to use a swanky idiom, and you might want to as well.
And kids like this because it means they get to say fac. I do like this one. It is swanky. Facere aliquem certiorem. Like so-and-so fake it me certiorem that it was going to rain today, means to let somebody know something. So instead of saying like mater mihi dixit, you can say mater me certiorem fecit. If an emperor made an edict, imperator nos certiores fecit. Today I found something out. Hodie certior facta sum, that something is true. If you're not a woman, you can say factus. That's okay. This is a really useful all-purpose phrase for being told or finding out something. And if you end up using it, well, facite me certiorem.
Nos certiorem, non?
Nos certiores, facite nos certiores.
Okay, and now it's time for me to facere te certiorem, but it's time to wrap up.
So next time, we'll talk about some tips and tricks for showing versus telling, and what it means to show versus tell, which is probably the biggest thing that you need to conquer in novella writing, and also one of the tougher things.
It's true. So until then, scribite bonis abibus. Facite valiatis.